Hi everyone, welcome to M&M React. I'm M.
I'm N.
And today we are watching Murderbot episode 9. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Well, we found out Murderbot's big secret. Mm-hmm. Or rather,
they found
out Murderbot's big secret. Mm-hmm. What were your thoughts on that reveal?
I think we talked about it a lot in the actual episode, but I hope with time they kind of come around and realize that everything that Murderbot has done, even though it seems selfishly motivated when we're hearing its internal dialogue, it's actually been for their benefit. It's actually been to help them. It's actually been for the best of the group. Even though Murderbot is rogue, it is actually fulfilling its duty to protect its clients. And I hope once they kind of take a step back from the shock of it calling itself Murderbot, I hope that they'll realize that, and I hope they'll come back around, because I feel like they took so many steps backwards from the progress that they had made. And it was an invasion for Garathan to do that. I know Murderbot was poking around in his brain too. But I don't think it intentionally shared Garathan's horribly kept secret also, because it's very clear that he's in love with Mensa, and he has made that statement to her essentially. But it felt a little bit vindictive to then flip the table and go back into Murderbot's brain and then pull all these pieces of its secret and then share that out there. So I'm just hoping that didn't really change the dynamic that much.
Yeah, I agree. I think somebody commented that in the books, the reveal maybe wasn't as dramatic as it was in the show. I think there was there's different things leading up to that reveal that kind of softened the blow, so to speak. Mm-hmm. Obviously it's still a big deal, but I think that the comment indicated that there was some... Murderbot had time to kind of come up with an explanation, mm-hmm. like a reasonable explanation for that. And although the preservation team wasn't 100% sure that explanation was correct, and I think that the comment said something like, it knew that Murderbot also didn't know that it was 100% correct, but it was just something that it was an explanation that it can kind of get on board with, which I think was the government module was hacked. I don't remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, but, something like that.
Yeah. But yeah, like you said, I think that if they take a step back and realize, hey, it could have killed us at 1,000 different points. Yeah. And not only did it not do that, but it actively took steps to save their lives. Mm-hmm. I think that they would appreciate MB a little more. Mm-hmm. I'm also really interested because last episode kind of left off, well, they all kind of leave off with a little bit of a cliffhanger, but especially last episode, MB burst in.
I have a plan.
And we were discussing off camera, what is that, a double meaning? Does it have a plan to not get back at the preservation team, but I don't know. Essentially, is the plan more vindictive against the preservation team, or is it a plan to help the preservation team? And I'm not sure. I probably the latter. Honestly, probably the latter. But I would be interested.
Some of the comments said the same thing, but I think the plan is probably put forth in Murderbot's best interest. I think that it's looking out for itself first. So it's wondering, what's going to be most beneficial to me? I'm stuck on this planet as long as these clients are here. How am I going to get out of this? And that's why I think it's probably thinking sort of the Trojan horse thing. I don't know. And I think it's kind of, it's looking at it as the win-win, because it's if we send them in there and they all die, then I get to go home either way. Or if, they actually succeed against Grey Chris at all or whatever, then it's okay, then I, get to go home because they don't need my protection anymore. So I think it's probably something like that where it's selfishly motivating. I think it's ultimately going to end up helping Preservation Society, but I don't know that that is the sole motivation for it.
Yeah, that's a great point. And I do wonder if it, is kind of going to be like you said, a Trojan horse type of thing where, so do we think that it pretends like it's under the governor module and then presents them to, Great Chris, potentially? And did it get this?
Did it get this
concept from a show? Well, yeah.
I have zero doubts about that. I don't know which one. I don't know if it's going to be Sanctuary Moon or it's going to be one of the other ones that it mentions every so often.
Yeah.
But it has a show for every situation. So I mean,
who doesn't? I mean, we all should, right? Yeah.
I think it's going to go back to that 10-minute clip of Sanctuary Moon because that was a really long clip to put in just for the brevity that Sanctuary Moon gives us, where the robot in the show, they thought that they had reprogrammed it. It was acting in accordance with what the new captain wanted, but really she was still fully autonomous and she was still doing whatever she wanted. So
good point.
I think that that's probably where Murderbot is taking a little bit of inspiration from, because that was just a pretty significant scene and a pretty significant amount of time to take up with that for that to not come back later.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. Yeah, and a lot of people in the comments are talking about, again, fortunately, we've avoided all the spoilers, and I do want to appreciate everybody in the comments before they say anything spoilery to
warning us.
Big spoiler warning to so we don't prevent us from looking.
So we don't read those ones, but I hope other people do read them and appreciate that. But once we see the spoiler, and again, thank you for posting that, we don't look at those ones.
Yeah, we look away. But what we do see is that a lot of people have mentioned that there's a big, I don't know if twist is the way to put it, but a big event that happens at the end of, that they think is going to happen at the end of season 1, just kind of based upon the trajectory of the story in the books. So 2 episodes left. We're getting down to it. So I don't know. We're excited. We're going into a long weekend. So what better way than to kick it off with Murderbot, episode 9. If you're enjoying this reaction so far, please consider subscribing to our channel and checking out some of our other videos. Also, if you have any thoughts for movies or shows that you would like to watch us react to, then leave your ideas in the comments below. But for now, you ready to get into it?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Well, I didn't expect to live this long anyway. Reassuring thought, actually. Everything's a bonus for me now. I guess I'm golden.
Sec units run probabilities for successful outcomes. Correct?
Constantly. That's a common misconception.
In your opinion, then, how are we looking?
Not good. Bad.
I can handle it.
I would put the chances of our survival at medium to low.
Honestly, it's
better than I thought. Yeah.
Like medium to low is too low, or medium to low is too high?
Like medium to low is too high.
Yeah.
Well?
Fucking Garathan. Low to extremely low.
Why did you lie?
It lied because it's worried that if we know how shitty our chances are, it'll affect our performance.
Garathan looks terrible.
Yeah, not good.
Losing your mind, Murderbot.
I kind of like the banter between the two. They're a little bit, I'm telling you, they're gonna be besties. They're gonna be watching Sanctuary Moon together, eating some popcorn.
I'm kind of letting go of that dream.
It's a good dream.
It is a good dream, but I don't know. Maybe Rathy.
Oh, can you imagine?
I can see that.
Can you imagine a sleepover with MB, Garathan, and Rathy? Insert me in there.
Garathan would be the one that's like, go to sleep.
You remember what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, you only said it 15 times.
We'll do our jobs. You functional enough to do yours? We need to rethink this. I just do not feel good about leaving you alone here. I'm sorry, but I still don't trust it. This plan is insane.
So I guess it told them its plan.
It did, yeah.
My plan is to come up with a better plan.
That's inspiring.
I happen to have a plan.
discuss that.
There's no time. Let's go.
What is that?
Don't worry about it. If anyone tells you that,
You should worry.
about it.
Habitat is secure, no sign of enemy combatants.
stop talking.
Addition.
I know, but try telling her anything once she's made up her mind.
Right? She's implacable.
It's so
Yep.
hot.
Hot. I thought you were gonna say frustrating.
As usual, humans were being hot messes.
Maybe up that way.
That's why I lied to them about the plan.
That's why
I needed Pin Lee to get that drone up in the air so that Garathan could use it as a transponder and hack into Grey Chris's hub system remotely. That way we could launch their beacon and call for help. See Sanctuary Moon, episode 599. Kobe's
There it
Day
is.
Today.
Are we getting a peek at that?
I felt a pulse. A signal bundle designed to take over my governor module and freeze it. So it's a good thing my governor module wasn't working.
Interesting.
Try to install another combat override module and send me back to kill them. I don't recommend that course of
He's doing
action.
some signals.
I don't recommend that course of action.
That's pretty cool.
Rachi.
Solution to both our problems.
You have a solution.
To them, talking to me meant talking to a piece of equipment. I don't have a working governor module. It's not a trick. I hacked my governor module before arriving on the planet. At first, my clients didn't realize.
Interesting.
They were too absorbed in their own self-righteousness to see clearly. There was only one member of their team who understood the threat I posed.
Oh, shit. I knew it.
It was Garathan.
Oh, that's interesting.
What the?
Is that the sec unit's head?
Yep.
Yeah.
Would they recognize their own sec units?
Okay, but can you just
Oh my god.
My team are sabotaging your mission. I will help you capture them and get the information you want. In exchange, you will take me with you onto the pickup ship.
Mensa,
Yes.
are you getting this?
Yeah, I heard. Sec unit. Sec unit, what are you doing?
What was I doing? Well, I was trying to get off this stupid planet.
But if you're lying, then we'll destroy you.
Good luck with that. I've killed 2 of your sec units single-handedly. Okay, they beat the crap out of me and I got lucky. You can use your hub system to connect to our hub system. I'll fool those idiots into leaving the connection open. Mark me as destroyed.
I mean, if I'm sitting there in one of them,
Yeah.
like, you have to know that he's, or it's on your side, because...
Firewall. I need you to let Grey Chris into our system.
Yeah.
Hang on, you just said... This wasn't the plan.
This was the plan. Just part of the plan that you didn't know about. Open it now.
Do it, Rathy.
They're all doing it together.
Yeah.
I mean, realistically, like, Murderbot knows that they can hear it.
Right.
So, obviously,
Yeah.
it's not just straight up betraying them over the line.
Yeah.
Shit. They're giving Grey Chris access.
That was the plan.
It's Murderbot's plan. And it...
We have to trust her. You didn't want to go with my plan.
Autopiloting the hopper right into their habitat. How are we going to launch the beacon then? Huh?
Yeah, that was the flaw.
Yeah, that was the flaw.
Is that a drone? What's attached to it?
Bomb? Transmitter?
No.
Murderbot said something about hacking
Yeah.
the system, so...
Wow, good view.
Grey Chris signal incoming. Hack the security code and send to Garathan.
We've got the connection. We're patching you in, Garathan.
I have it. I have the codes.
Oh, that was very fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Dr. Menza.
Since you destroyed my client's beacon, the survivors went to your beacon to trigger it manually. They're at the launch pad right now.
What?
What?
What? Sec unit. Murderbot. What are you doing?
But it was just calculating something, so I wonder if it was calculating their trajectory with the time that it would take to launch it, so it'll actually hit them.
Yeah.
Shagamin.
Shagamin.
Flight Corporal Shagamin was tortured by the Imperium in Season 7 of Sanctuary Moon.
It's trying to get them killed. If they're at the beacon launch pad, they'll be immolated when the beacon launches.
But that's
murder.
What did you expect?
No.
I wonder if that's also why MB decided to not tell them.
Absolutely.
We have to do this. At least that's what I think. A more sophisticated model might have come up with a better option, but you get what you pay for.
Well, and that's it on this one, where they have to put aside some of their self-righteousness.
Right.
What's in your back?
What was in that pack?
Well, the head.
Oh, right.
But I feel like there's
oh,
something else
something
in there.
else in there, yeah.
Grafton, you have to stop the launch now.
If I do that, I can't get back in.
But we can't.
How much time before launch?
4 minutes, 47 seconds. 46 now.
Copy.
I feel like MB maybe has a plan here.
I had missed riding in the cargo container. It would have been comforting and homey, except it wasn't my cargo container. Plus, it was filled with the kind of units that had consistently kicked my ass. Plus, it was heading towards a beacon that was about to launch and obliterate everything near it, including me. I'd been infected with an empathy virus by my clients.
I don't think it would willingly do this because I don't think it's seen all of Sanctuary Moon, and
No.
that takes precedence over everything.
It's not ready to die yet.
Yeah. Oh
What?
no!
Shit. Was that a bird?
Oh no.
Garathan, Pinley?
Oh, shit! Will it still trigger the beacon?
No, well, that's not triggered the beacon. Didn't finish the upload.
Sec unit! What about Murderbot? What the hell is it gonna do? It thinks the beacon is launching in 2 minutes, 30 seconds.
Then we better haul ass.
I didn't dislike Garathan after the last episode. I was upset with him for going into Murderbot's brain and just taking these pieces out without context, but he is making up for it now.
It was time for some small talk. And luckily, my conversation skills had improved significantly.
Where are you from?
Where are we from?
They were spellbound.
Yeah. How do you like this planet?
How about you shut your mouth?
I hate it.
You hate it.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Because I too feel hatred towards this planet. Clasp hands?
Clasp hands. What?
Whatever. Boldness is all! People crawling around, sneaking.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Could have had a cool moment.
I
but-
know.
Binley, I don't know if you can read me. I haven't seen a launch. I have to go and help Sec Unit. I'm hoping that you'll manage to set off the beacon and take care of my children if, you know.
Yeah, like I said, I think she's about to do some badass shit.
Yeah.
What's that?
Mensa.
Oh no. Mensa.
Does Garatha know Mensa's there?
No. Because their comms are down.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you?
Good job.
Is he okay?
Come on.
I'm gonna go ahead and say no.
Ah, done. Okay. Countdown 1 minute. Comms are back online. Ping Mensa.
Okay.
She's not gonna hear it because she's not sitting there.
Yeah.
What's a planetary admin doing on this shitty planet?
I've asked myself that numerous times. Alien remnants.
Yeah. It's illegal.
Wonder why.
I don't know.
Mensa, can you read me? We're triggering the beacon. 1 minute countdown.
I tell you what. I'll give you the data in exchange for my Sec Unit.
You want the Sec Unit?
Yes.
Why?
Thank you very much for the offer of information, but I think we're just going to torture it out of you.
Let me do it.
It's like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
And you should not bear witness to this. Because I live for gleeful torture. I was born for betrayal.
Sanctuary Moon.
What?
I thought I recognized that this Sec Unit keeps quoting things from Sanctuary Moon.
And Mensa's just shaking her head like, come on, Sanctuary Moon again.
Let's go.
Come on.
Unlike me, their governor modules prevented them from firing near their clients. So I had a moment to make my pitch.
We can talk about this.
Hack your governor module.
Oh shit.
Oh, fucking humans.
It's an awful shot.
Yeah. Oh. Could have had a Sanctuary Moon buddy.
Oh, okay.
Mensa.
Damn, not a bad shot.
Uh-oh.
Well, friendly fire going on.
Yeah.
When a thought occurred
Oh
to me,
no.
it didn't want freedom. Well, how about a little distraction?
Yes. Sanctuary Moon saves the day again. Oh no. Oh no.
10 minutes, so we got to go right now.
Oh no. What's he gonna do?
Oh, this is all. Oh shit.
Isn't it? Well, if I twist my body just right, maybe Mensa will make it. It was ironic to spend my last moments hugging a human, when all I'd really wanted to do was to be left alone to watch my shows.
I'm sure they made it.
Oh.
Sec Unit.
Oh shit.
It's okay. We still have more episodes.
Yeah. 1.
You did it. You did it.
I was about to say, we did it. But I got saved from the cliche.
Grathan gonna help him?
I mean, it does look like there's a look of concern on Grathan's face.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Help
My
it. Oh no.
clients.
Yeah.
Grathan, help it.
Clients.
Are the best clients.
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, initial thoughts. I think that was one of the best episodes of the season so far, if not the best episode. I think it had a little bit of everything, right? And I think that the showrunners did a great job of just combining all aspects of the show that we've kind of like seen in pieces into one just great episode. We got the introspection for Murderbot. We kind of got, some of the action sequences, which in my opinion were like the least important part about it.
Yeah.
And least entertaining part about the show. Not that they were bad. They just didn't really matter. I mean, they mattered, but you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I just really liked it, and I'm going to go back to the complaint that I have that the episodes are so short that we can't get more.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, my favorite thing was just kind of watching Grathan throughout the episode, like develop or Grathan's trust for Murderbot. It was kind of like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
The whole time, but then at the end, I really like. So, how do I say this? I've told you this before. One of my favorite, I really like it in shows when affection isn't shown explicitly, or it's more subtly. Yeah, it's more subtly shown. When people love each other instead of this big romance scene. Maybe they will hold hands or something like that. You know what I mean? So at the very end, you saw Grathan, the look of concern on his face after he realized really the extent of the injuries that Murderbot had kind of gone through, and then you saw him move towards Murderbot. I don't know how they're going to really fix him up. I had this weird thought in my head at the end as the credits were rolling. I'm like, is it possible that perhaps Murderbot is just broken beyond repair, but maybe it could
take pieces from the other ones?
No, what I was going to say is maybe Grathan could upload its consciousness into himself. So then Grathan's kind of holding two beings. I don't know.
Until they can fix Murderbot's body?
Right, until they can maybe do something. I don't know. That was kind of a crazy thought I had, but...
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll see.
I mean... What
about you? What did you think about the episode?
I agree. I think this was probably the best episode of the series. It had everything. I liked seeing the team work the problem together with all their different roles. I think that you got a lot of the team, each of their individual personalities, but without it being forced and over the top, like some of our criticisms with some of the other episodes where they really pushed the humor. I feel like all of their personalities came out, but very organically this time.
That's a great point, and I completely agree. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I really liked this kind of being also a Grathan heavy episode. I really liked seeing his steps along the way, like you had said. And I know I said partway through it that I kind of gave up my hopes and dreams of Murderbot and Grathan being besties and watching Sanctuary Moon together. I am back on that train because I think Murderbot saving Mensa is going to be the turning point for Grathan.
That's a good point.
He loves her. Murderbot was able to do what Grathan couldn't and wasn't there to do. So I think he's going to feel some sense of debt towards Murderbot for that one. And I think that it's going to kind of reinstate that trust towards him and really give Grathan more trust than he's ever had in him. So I am waiting with bated breath for their Sanctuary Moon just marathon.
Yeah. Yeah, no, all good points. So for the next episode, I'm not really sure what, we're going to really what to expect. I really appreciate that they didn't do what a lot of shows do that I get annoyed about, where MB and Mensa are falling and then it like cuts to black and you have to who survived, who did it. It kind of just goes right into that next scene, which I appreciate. But it seems like they dealt with Grey Chris. So now they're trying to get off of the planet, right? So I'm just curious as to like what, like it felt like the big confrontation was this episode.
Yeah.
Like, so what, I'm curious as to like what the big...
Fixing Murderbot?
Maybe fixing Murderbot and maybe trying to potentially hide it from the corporation rim.
Maybe.
If possible, but I'm going to say that. But yeah, I don't know where we're going next, but I'm definitely excited to find out. If you enjoyed this reaction, please consider subscribing to our channel and checking out some of our other videos. Also, if you have any thoughts for other shows or movies that you would like to watch us react to, please leave your ideas in the comments below. But for now, bye.